What's this?
Where's the Avengers? Getting busted, bruised, or something, living on David. Right up there, that's.
Oh, yeah, it's that for pretty cool foreshadowing, eh, guys? So, welcome to Segatalks, everybody. I'm the Sega Camp Gamer as always. Well, yeah, you got that right though, Darth. Thanos does gather the Infinity Stones, and then the finger snap. Half the Earth is gone. And you know what, guys? There was no other way. Now, no, this would just be where I would just vanish away into dust, and then the show would just be like this for like the rest of the hour. But no, not for me, guys, not for me, not just yet, anyway. Well, because the number one Tommy fan just doesn't do it for me. I've seen some of the stuff from that Conquer did on the internet, and I'm just like thinking to myself, this is not the kind of game I'd rather want to be playing. If I have to go put indulge myself in for like another hour of this putrid shit that Conquer goes through, I'd rather turn it off and play something else. And Lucky Chucky, no, I haven't. And yeah, it's Scarlet looks gorgeous. Is it Scarlett Johansson supposed to look sexy as the Black Widow, guys? Come on. She's about AVGN is putrid, and you love it. Okay. There were some moments though where when I watched him do the super highlight, the review when he played super highlight and then virtual highlight. There were some moments though where I just went like, but I kept watching though. Oh, what we got N4, we got Lucky Chucky, we got the dude, we got Darth, number one Tommy fan. Good to see ya. This is becoming a good show so far. I'm excited for Avengers Endgame. I haven't seen it yet. I plan to eventually, but I think I'm going to be waiting until like halfway through May. Originally, though, I heard we were not supposed to use like our free passes to go see the movie. Now, thankfully we can still use them now, though. But there was like something when coming up to the release of the movie where I heard where we could not sort of use them whatsoever. Like we waited weeks after the movie seeped it down a bit. Maybe we could use them. But as of lately, right now, it still is a clusterfuck just going there. Like there's just everybody is showing up and everybody just shows up. And I heard the Thanos theory, Dirt. You don't have to bring that up, okay? Just Darth, just retract that right now, okay? Just Darth, retract that message right now. I've heard of the Thanos theory too, guys. Where Ant-Man just goes up Thanos' butthole and then finally expands and then finally blows up Thanos from the inside. I have my doubts that would ever happen, Dirth, but I like to prove myself wrong. You want me to spoil it for you, Sega? I rather if you're not the dude, because I do plan to go watch it eventually, though, guys. But but if I do have to spoil it, guys, even though I haven't seen it, the biggest spoiler of all is it's 3 hours long. Let that sink in. Boom. Get MK11 for your Friday casts. Ugh. I am kidding though, guys. That's not even a spoiler at all. That's just like how the duration of the movie. It's 3 hours long. How would you know? You haven't even seen it. I've heard on the radio, Dirt. They said it on the radio. They mentioned it in the radio, and they said the movie is 3 hours long. That's not even a spoil, guys. That's just how long the movie is. Sega, did you buy any more broken systems? No, I have not. If if I ever though did get another console, though, guys, uh, thankfully though, just to keep up with the name Sega, I would either get the Master System or the Game Gear. Oh yes. Heck, even crazier, Sega even made their 8-bit Sonic games on both the Master System and the Game Gear. The only throwback though of playing it on the Game Gear though is it's just the screen crunch. But but you better have but at least if you're gonna have a Sonic one though on Master System, guys, you gotta have it for the Game Gear for when you're on the go, because if all you have is just the Master System, then oh man. Oh, I did not hear about that, though, Lucky Chucky. They're planning to release the console, the PS5, up by next year. That sounds somewhat fitting because I have my PS3 stacked right over there, unplugged. I don't even have the thing plugged in anymore. And the moment the console, the PS5 comes out, my PS3 console is gonna probably go right back in a box with the controllers. Don't really care. Can the PS3 controllers be used on PS4? Probably not. I found out though that you could use your PS4 though on your PS3. You gotta hook it up though, then sync the thing. But afterwards, though, you can finally use it on your PS3. The only thing that's stupid is you gotta have the thing plugged in. So you're just sitting. So you're probably gonna be sitting like on the on the floor with just a few feet of cord right in front of you. That's lame. Don't worry, guys. I may figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll get that thing working. Oh, damn, Darth. You roast me. You roast me, man. Shit. How am I supposed to get you back? Okay, I got one. I got one for you, Darth. Star Wars sucks. Boom. Roasted. Might fall off the table. I did not expect that to happen. I just expected to just drop it and then boom. Like that. But no. What an extra mile and fell off the table. Okay. We're good. We're good. This USB plug for this mic is getting a little picky now. I swear, it's time now. I'm planning to get myself a new headset, and afterwards, this thing is going right back to just being used for Segatalks. Because as soon as I get a new headset, guys, I am ditching. This thing is going to go right back on the shelf, and it's only going to be used for Segatalks. Trust me, I'm using it also for my Twitch streams on on my Twitch channel, and that just sucks. Oh, so my friend Di Quinton just sent me something. Uh, Di Quinton, you think you can send me a better link? This is what I have on my end. I think it's a picture for what the PS5 controller is supposed to be. I don't mind it, okay? I wouldn't mind them. I wouldn't mind the PS5 just because, of course, though, when I got my PS4, though, guys, I kept it in the box still for like roughly for like a few months until I got my until I got my big ginormous RCA TV. When I finally took this out of the box, I thought, this is awesome. This thing is cool. Rubber thumbsticks, a touchpad. I thought this was pretty cool, having a touchpad compared to the normal PS3 just not having one. Can you guys see the difference? Here's my PS3, this is my PS4. I'll move up closer so you guys can get a better shot, and I'm getting another picture or link right from Di Quinton, but quit the showing you guys. You can see the comparisons, right? They're very, very similar. I got a better idea. How about with both a PS3 and PS4 controller, but guys, both in gold? Yeah, yeah. Just leave me alone, guys. I even have a Nintendo Golden Wii remote, but this was and this was back for pre-orders to Skyward Sword. But again, though, guys, what do you guys think? Huh? Okay, Di Quinton, I'll check it out in a minute. What do you guys think? Obviously, the comparisons are like night and day. The buttons, the I guess just the center part though is a little different. Thank God they stuck with this route after the PS2 because I will tell you something though, guys. Originally though, they were planning to have a new, different kind of controller for the PS3, and if I could find a picture or even better something on the internet, guys, they originally used it a boomerang liking controller for PS3, and thankfully after the reveal that they had back at, let's just say 2005 E3 2005, they revealed the console, and then they said that they were going to release it spring 2006. And then the other thing they were going to show was the boomerang style controller. And thankfully, after that, they finally dropped the whole presentation, and the boomerang controller finally became this. And then afterwards, they finally revealed that the console was going to be delayed until November 2006, a year later after the Xbox One, and also the Nintendo Wii was going to be released that holiday season too. Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at this picture and see if it is the PS5 controller. Oh, real appropriate, Di Quinton. Real appropriate, man. Thank God I didn't screen capture that shit, otherwise it would be. and like I said, guys, I got a gold PS3 and a gold PS4. Here's my golden Wii remote. This was given up pre-orders for Skyward Sword. I didn't buy this though. Thankfully, my mom got this for me. But the Wii remote is pretty cool. I enjoy it. It even has the Triforce crest right there in the center. That is pretty cool. And apparently, though, that was my only option. Eventually, though, I would get a Mario Wii remote, though, guys. But Nintendo had to come out saying, though, but Nintendo had to give me a great big fuck you. We're gonna add Wii Motion to the game. We're gonna add Wii Motion to Zelda Skyward Sword. You see that little symbol right down there? That means it has motion. I did not have a Wii remote with Wii Motion before Zelda Skyward Sword came out. Like, not even one. They kept re-releasing the games. They kept re-releasing new games. I remember Wii Sports Resort also had them. They released it. They released it some for people that bought Wii Sports Resort, so then they could use it for like all the games in Wii Sports Resort. I didn't buy Wii Sports Resort, but no, Nintendo just had to give me a great big fuck you. Buy our Wii motion controller if you're gonna play Zelda Skyward Sword. What the hell, Nintendo? What the hell, man? That's one of the things where I absolutely hate Nintendo. And yeah, I hold my Wii remote right where my middle finger is because Nintendo's just giving me a great big fuck you, buy our shit. For that, I would say that's instant cringe when they try to when they came out saying Skyward Sword uses Wii Motion. The moment I heard about that, I'm like just thinking to myself, what the hell, Nintendo? Why are you doing this? For a fucking Zelda game that, you could have had a Mario game with fucking motion controls, but sadly though, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 were already out, and instead of just trying to do like another Mario based game with Wii motion controls, they did it for Zelda. Skyward Sword was fun. Uh it was okay though. I will say the game was okay. But would I ever bother? Would I recommend it to new Zelda fans? No. Just stay away from it. Stay far away from it. For only for the first time, and then right afterwards, you just leave it on the shelf and don't mention it to anybody ever again. That's my tip of advice. Used to be when I still had my Wii balance board, Joey. Too bad I don't have the balance board anymore. You think I got a six pack from Wii Fit, huh? Okay, you guys want to see my big manly six pack chest? Get this out here now. You guys are not missing much. This is what you wanted, right? Six abs, huh? Or like a slump. Oh God, I'm sorry, Robert Bob, but that's just oh God. Ugh. There was no white T-shirt, Tommy. Number one Tommy fan. No white T-shirt underneath here. So how's everybody's Monday night? I thought, I thought for a movie like Avengers, I would eventually get myself some work pay. I would definitely be working Tuesday night. My Tuesday night shift is not happening. Fuck that shit. That could, getting this out here now, though, guys. You know what that work pay money can go towards? Groceries for the apartment. Maybe it could also go towards me getting a portable camera. Do you guys want to see some vlogs happen on this YouTube channel besides just acapellas? I would try and I would definitely try to go to vlogging. Number one, I remember back when I was still on Tommy Talks and Tommy was trying to convince me to go into vlogging. And yeah, I still kind of want to, maybe for now that we're getting into the next decade now and I'm already gone on to the age of 30, it would be cool to do something like that. The only thing though is I don't really have a portable camera. Now, technically, I don't have a portable camera, but I know what you guys are thinking. This, right? My 3DS, it has a camera, even has two on the top. I'm here for 3D videos. So you could do 3D videos on this thing, and I could edit these into Windows Movie Maker. But trust me, guys, it's not worth it. The video box, you're just going to see everything letterboxed down when you're watching it on YouTube. It sucks. And since my videos as well like to shrink down like this, you're just watching this little video box, not much happening. And of course, YouTube doesn't allow 3D videos. Sort of. Sort of. I think there is a way where you can watch it, and if you go into your settings. Let me look this up. I'm gonna go try looking up my own live stream and see if I can set this to 3D video. I don't see it, but they do have another option though, which is kind of weird. And this is for the live stream. How is this possible? Let me show you guys something. The live stream is 360. You know what that means? You know what that means? Move the camera grab grab it with your mouse and just move the camera wherever you want it to point at. I thought that was pretty cool. Watching videos at 360 where you can like move the camera in like whatever angle you want to go to. Hi, Carrie. Welcome to the stream. Robert Bob Bobertson. These are knowns from Pokemon. And they say Sega is Mega. If you can't read it, Pixel Protocols saying. I don't think I need to go into further detail, do I, guys? Relax, guys. I'm not friends with Shane anyway. Carrie, come on. You're way older than that. You're way older than me. Okay. Unknown. Tank meme. I don't know why I always like to say known. By the way, guys, is Richie Wright still live streaming right now? If he is, I say blasphemy. But I'm trying my best to be not getting angry now when Richie is doing his live streams because he said he'll help me get some subs. So I'm just gonna try and absolutely say nothing. You and Richie should slap box. uh, I would still be friends with him, the dude. It's just I'm just not friends with him. I just not friends with him on Facebook, I guess. Okay, Carrie. Just making sure. That's weird. The last game I was playing on this thing was Animal Crossing: A New Leaf. Oh boy. Oh boy. How long have I been away from my town? Let's see. I turned it off the moment the amiibo finally came out, though. Uh, I just. So it's been forever since you were since you were last here. Well, I hope you didn't mind, but I've been doing my best to fill your shoes while you were away. Isabel, you shouldn't have done that for me. Yeah. Just give me a sec, Darth. And by the way, Darth, I'm just kidding though about Star Wars the most sucking. The original trilogy that started the whole thing, I would still go back and watch those, but that's all I could think of that I think of whenever I go think about Star Wars today. Maybe the video games, it might be good, but I just told Darth that I can't finish KOTOR with a picture of Steve Carell from him from the office going like, well, trying to do a frown and I can't do it. I know you. I know you weren't kidding. I'm pretty heated. Attack of the Clones is the best. What's Attack of the Clones? Is that the cartoon or was that episode 2? Oh shit. Darth is showing up now. Oh, that was episode 2. Okay. I guess the later half of Attack of the Clones wasn't bad because the later half they go into that stadium thing, and that's when the Sith and both sides of the Force show up. Hey Richie, welcome. And no, I have not seen Avengers Endgame yet. I think I've already said that once. I'm going to see it tomorrow. Okay. Get comfortable, Eric. It's 3 hours long. You're like 10 years younger without the satchel. Thanks, Exhumed Visions. Yeah, I still have that young teenage persona without the stash. And trust me, guys, the Mario Golf acapellas are still going. But just remember, though, I filmed those back in the later half of March and the first half of April. It took me a whole month to film and edit everything into a video. Okay, guys, remember that video where you saw me where I brought back the Sunday streams? That was halfway through April. After I did that though, I decided to finally off the stash. It will be back though, guys. I promise it will be back. The next marathon, without giving anything away, it's gonna be coming back. I would say that the next marathon is still gonna be happening for June, but I finally decided not to finally bump it back another month because I wanted to have like the same amount of content like my Mario Golf Marathon is, and right now it's still like halfway through being done. I did add them. I could safely say I added more to it now, though. So now it's almost up to what the Mario Golf acapellas are. It's still not. It's still not on par with it though. But I guess I could say it's pretty damn close to it though. God damn! And last I checked, there's over 80 themes in Super Mario. Nothing did. For a start, though, did anyone hear anything that I just said about a minute ago before I just plummet my head down? Okay. This. I will say, though, I'm only doing like one specific game for my next marathon, though, unlike my Mario Golf Marathon where I had it 2 games. But so far, though, I will say the specific game I am using it on has over 80 themes. Uh, I did send you the link, Darth.
Hello?
You're gonna start showing nudes next?
No, I won't do that. I promise.
Okay.
Hey, did you hear that Smooth McGroove is doing a new acapella playlist?
And I really don't care about its content.
He's doing a cover of songs from Super Mario Sunshine.
That's cool.
So what game were you doing your next covers of?
Just have to wait till the Mario Golf Marathon is finished.
Yeah, he's releasing his new acapellas next month, I think.
Oh well then well the whole month is well then the whole month is his then because I'm not gonna be releasing mine until July. Originally I was planning to release it in June, guys, but I decided though to bump it up a month and give myself a little more time so then I could decide what to add to this list. And right now I'm still busy posting up Mario Golf acapellas right now, guys.
Yeah, I love the Mario Golf acapellas. I need to catch up on the last two though.
Oh, did oh okay.
Hey, but I do have a question. Why aren't you making volume 2 of the acapella playlist? It's still volume 1. I know you said it why on Twitch, but I don't know if everyone on YouTube might have
Well,
heard.
it used to just be though. It used to just be though that at one point though, YouTube decided to go make everything be like have like a maximum of 200 videos of at once. Why haven't I gone on to volume 2 yet? Just because YouTube hasn't really decided to be all like, oh well, no, we're not gonna go over though. I don't know why they used to have in the old days that just about 200 was like their max for some odd reason.
Don't you think
I
that
remember
the
doing that before. I remember just having an acapella playlist, and then right afterwards, all of a sudden, when I hit that 200 marker, I'm like thinking to myself, what the hell, YouTube? Why can't I add more videos after that? And then Nintendo just and the whole thing just I in the end I had to make another playlist for everything else after that.
but don't you think the fans might want more playlists instead of just one big playlist with everything? Because what if they're just looking for like the Sonic medley and they have to go through all these Mario Golf acapellas?
Wait, an updated Sonic medley.
No, I'm saying what if they're looking through this big ass 100 song playlist and they just want to find like one album, one set of songs, but they have to look through 100 songs to find it. So why don't you just separate the songs by like game? So you have one playlist that's for Mario Golf, another playlist for like Sonic the Hedgehog, and and then others for
I
Donkey
see
Kong.
what you're telling me. I should just do a separate list, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that would make it. Don't you think that would make it a little more confusing having like different playlists for like different preferred games or whatever?
No, I don't think that'd be confusing at all. Maybe you can ask the fans. But you know, like when a band releases an album, they don't put like just 100 songs.
That is true. That is true. They always have like preferred the songs that they make for that album is for that album only.
Yeah, and your
Yeah,
playlist should probably be like albums.
unless of course it was a remastered and a remake of their old stuff that they're planning to re-release again, then yes, they will throw them all into like a big list. My big Genesis collection, Ty Quinton. My big Genesis of a collection. It's a great big example.
But that's probably like multiple CDs, right?
Yeah, it is. Look at all this. CD3 is all the stuff when Peter Gabriel was still their lead singer.
So
Then
like
disc
those
two,
three
then disc two.
CDs,
What?
those three CDs could be like three different playlists.
Yes.
And I think that's what you should do like with your acapellas.
How'd you get the link anyway? Did Darth send it to you?
Um, I don't know.
Sneaky. You're sneaky. You're like a ninja. It's okay. I won't him to kick you out.
Hey, you see Pixel's comment?
It's difficult to find specific themes from you. Like to find the underwater theme from DKC, I have to dig through your actual playlist and searching for it gives me everything from you. But that. Well, then again, though, I was kind of thinking, though, if it makes you guys feel better, though, how about for like, for all the acapellas I did last year, I'll just have like a great big playlist for just those.
Yeah, that's a start. 2018 acapellas.
2018 summer acapellas.
Oh,
I spent
2018
the whole
summer.
summer. That was like the best part of my summer right there. Just doing those acapellas for like everybody.
Yeah, there are worse ways to spend your summer.
Like acapella. Can you do an acapella podcast?
Hey, so Joey asked, why did you do Mario Golf again? Didn't it get hit by a major dislike train the last time? Or like last time?
Yes, and this time I'm being a little more wiser. You know what I did, guys?
What?
I showed the stats though. I'm pretty sure I'll still see like one dislike somewhere on them. But I did change one thing around a bit though for this marathon that I didn't want to have happen again like I did the first time around.
What?
Okay, still though, there's still going to be some dislikes. There's still I can still see these still being like more dislike than not. So for the new one though, I got a like, and this one isn't too bad. Having one like over two dislikes.
Hey, I try to like them all, but I
Okay,
haven't
well
watched the last few.
I appreciate what you did there, Di Quinton.
I guess I got some
But
work to
so
do.
far though, I have one dislike over one like. Zero. Okay, all right. That's understandable. But basically, though, you know what I did, guys? You want to see my neat little tactic I did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I promise I'll wisen up them right after this is over, or by the time when I get ready to do to my next marathon. I decided to make the viewers be unviewable,
The viewers are unviewable?
or the users can't see the ratings to the videos. I just decided to make the views. I'm gonna make the rating bar not be viewable. So it's just you're gonna see the like and dislike, but you won't see how many likes or how many dislikes that video has.
Wow, that's smart.
So there's some way that I could just switch just to entertainment. I remember YouTube used to have that option every time you had to post up a video, but now it just goes right under the category gaming. That makes no sense. It should just be it should just be entertainment.
But isn't it gaming? You have the gaming clips. You have clips of the game. It's sort of like an AMV.
A AMV.
Yeah. So I guess maybe it is entertainment.
Hmm. I guess it sort of is. I guess.
Hey, so some people earlier were requesting you get Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm just gonna have to finally say no.
No, no MK11. You did play the last one.
Not for much long though. And after my last live stream, I'll be playing it. No, the dislikes finally say it.
Oh, you got dislikes on Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, when I was playing XL.
So you don't let the don't let the dislikes um
Reflect my perspective, right?
I mean, you shouldn't let them dictate what you do. Because I'm sure it's just people who are doing it because they know it irks you or it makes you mad. And and you flip out sometimes. So they just leave dislikes on purpose, even if they don't actually dislike the video. Like they like watching you, but they just leave a dislike because they know it pisses you off.
Oh, thank you for the 4 likes. Then
Yeah, so you
much
got 4 people.
appreciated.
Much appreciated. Yeah. Hey, like I said, don't let that guide what you do. Because if you were like a big YouTuber who had like 1,000 dislikes or something and 0 likes, then maybe you should let it guide what you do. But these are probably just a couple trolls on alternate accounts doing it just to piss you off.
Twitch is just as fucking bad as ever. You could just make like more than one account on there without trying to use like the same email, just by using the same email, and that's just stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to make a new account on here. Well, what about other games? You know, there's a big sale on a PSN right now.
You're telling me about, you sent me a link to Shadow of Colossus, right?
Yeah, dude, you should totally play that. You should get either that game or The Last Guardian. I think Last Guardian is better, and you'd probably like Last Guardian more, but Shadow of the Colossus is more like Zelda.
I was thinking about trying to get myself into JRPGs, guys.
Well,
I had a great big JRPG collection back when I had my PS3. Let me see here. What did I have?
I mean, I don't know if you can hear me, but Shadow of the Colossus isn't really a JRPG.
I know, Dan Clinton. It's just something else I feel like playing. So, I mean, I only think of JRPGs, so the only ones that come to my mind right now that I have in my collection are the Tales games and Nino Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch.
Oh my god, dude, you need to play the new Nino Kuni. Nino Kuni 2? Dude, that game is so amazing.
Too bad I can't play these on PS4. Fucking
Oh,
hell,
I know.
Sony. Fucking Sony. Just saying. When they came out with the PS4, they just came out saying, we're not going to bother having backwards compatibility with the console. That should have came as a bit of a surprise when they find out that Microsoft finally decided to come up with backwards compatibility for Xbox 360 and normal Xbox games on Xbox One. Xbox fans just praised that, and I'm like thinking, Sony, you're taking a great big profit away, having everybody not trying to play these games that they had originally for their PS3, PS2, or PS1. You're taking away a great big cash grab.
Oh, maybe. I do think that they should have had backwards compatibility because who doesn't like that? But the PS3 was a lot different than the PS2. It was made a lot unlike the PS2 and PS4. So I can understand why.
Sadly, though, guys, I never got to. Sadly, I really wish I. Sadly, I never did really finish these Tales of games.
There's some new
I only
Tales
played a little
games.
bit of Exilia, and I never did bother getting into Exilia 2. And sadly, the only one that I did might have had some time to put some really big time and effort into it was just Grace's F.
What about buying one of the new Tales games on PS4 for the Friday Gamecast?
I could do that. I can see there's still fun adventures every one of them. So I still would find some reason to have them for a PS4 Gamecast. Maybe after I finish Resident Evil 2, guys.
I think Tales of Berseria is $15 right now.
Look them up for me on PSN when you have the time, Ty Quinton.
All right, I'll send you the links. Pixel says Harvest Moon is the greatest JRPG of all time, though. Sega, you already have it.
Harvest Moon.
I think he's joking. Okay, but Tommy Fan says you quit Final Fantasy 4 through 6, Chrono Trigger, and Earthbound. So how's that for playing JRPGs?
I wouldn't mind just having a stream just for Earthbound again. Give it another shot.
What about Final Fantasy? Dude, oh my god, you gotta play Final Fantasy, man.
I have to, huh?
I think you love Final Fantasy 7.
Can I just play the Japanese version of 3, guys? Can I just play that?
You can, I guess, if you want.
There's a reason why, Di Quinton. There's an absolute reason why, Di Quinton. Even though it was never released back then on NES or Super Nintendo, though, it finally did get an international release. More than 20 years later.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is the original 3, guys. This is the original 3, not the version of 6, which would eventually become Final Fantasy 3. This is the original 3 that was never released.
Now, is it the 3D version, like with all the new updated models and stuff, or is it like the?
Di Quinton, just look at it closely. What does that say?
I don't know, man. It's so blurry.
It's Nintendo DS.
What does that mean, dude? I stopped playing Nintendo handhelds for like 15 years. I got it. I had a Game Boy Advance and I had a Switch. Those are the only 2 I've had.
You missed it. You're missing out on some really. You're missing out, man. I didn't bother buying a DS originally back when the DS first came out. I ended up getting a DSi years later instead. So for the first few years of me, so for like the later half of high school, when I was busy playing my Nintendo Wii, I only had just Game Boy Advance games and my Nintendo Wii, and I did not. For the first few years, I didn't bother buying a Nintendo DS until just before the until the 3DS just came out.
Yeah, that's right, Tommy man.
But no, 3DS though. Then they did the 3DS just a few years after I bought my DS, and then of course I had to buy the 3DS. Basically, a 3D DS, Di Quinton.
You know, there's a lot of games for the 3DS that I would like to play, but I just never bought one. I'd honestly rather get a Vita, better get another handheld, but they've stopped production of those now. So
yeah, by 2019 now, Sony's just saying now that they're dropping out of the gaming market. It's just gonna be Nintendo doing handhelds.
Well, I say that you should play Final Fantasy 3.
Yeah, Sony just finally is saying now we're finally just gonna go not bother being in the handheld market. We're just gonna leave that all to Nintendo.
I don't know. I think the 3DS
Come on,
is dying.
Sony, get your heads out of your asses. Get that shit released in stores. Get some ads on TV. Advertise your shit.
Dude, the 3DS is dying too, though. There were like no new games announced, like at their big
true. That is true. This thing now finally got discontinued now just because now we have the Nintendo Switch. The next Pokemon game is being made only for the Nintendo Switch. You can't play it on this thing.
Thank God. I've wanted a mainline Pokemon on a console for so long. It's finally happening.
Oh yeah, like the ones on the handheld where you have to like roam around to every region, right?
Yeah. And Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu doesn't count.
Yeah, the Pokemon Let's Go game, I know that doesn't count. It's just another remake of Red, Yellow, and Blue, guys. So let's get that out of here now. Be right back.
Of course, Quentin likes that Pokemon bullcrap. Yeah, I like the first two generations. I tried playing the third one, but I sucked.
I tried that as well. I tried to go through Generation 3. I almost finished the game, but I just decided no, not to finish them going through Victory Road or the Elite Four. I just eventually stopped them. The last thing that I said was I was leveling up in Victory Road, but then that was the last thing I said. I never did bother going back to the game after that. It just quietly vanished off my to go playlist.
Why? You didn't like it, or just got tired of it?
I guess we could just say I got tired. Like the Elite Four at the end, guys. I just felt like, okay, I have the 8 badges. Do I really need to do Victory Road? Or even better, the Elite Four at the end. Do I need to?
Are you sure it's because you couldn't beat them? Like in Pokemon. What was the last one you played on stream? Was it Crystal?
I can't remember now.
You played one of them, but you couldn't beat the Elite Four, right? Or maybe you could.
I think it was Yellow I played last.
Man, these years are going by too fast. I can't remember shit.
Yeah, so many years. It's just so many years not doing these games.
All right, well, please play Final Fantasy 3. It's a start.
The Japanese only Final Fantasy 3, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think Final Fantasy 4 is a bit more iconic because it's got the
There is a way
Lancer.
though where I can get it translated. There is a translated version though that actually does exist. I don't know. I don't know why they would. Why though? There's an NES app on Facebook that has all the games, and they even put the unreleased Final Fantasy 2 and 3 on there, and they were fully translated into English.
Yeah, you should do that.
But I'll see if I can find a translated copy on the internet of Final Fantasy 3, because likely chance of they did that on the NES app. Likely chance they made a translated ROM of the game as well for people to play, right?
I guess. I mean, how'd you get 4?
How did I get 4? It was
Yeah.
always released.
Oh, it was?
Final Fantasy 4 and 6 were released on the Super Nintendo. They just dropped the missing sequels and named them 2 and 3.
Oh, that's right. Man, you know more than I do.
Yes, like only 1, 4, and 6 got released. 2, 3, and 5 were never released, and then right afterwards, when the 7th game came out, everyone was like scratching their head, wondering, where is 4, 5, 6? Well, we sort of did get 4 and 6, though, guys. 4 and 6 were released, but 2, 3, and 5 were the only ones that were never released.
What about 7 though? You still not gonna play 7?
Honestly, why? Why with Cloud? Just
What do you mean, why?
Cloud just looks like a poster boy with that sword.
But what does that mean? A poster boy? Yeah, he's the poster boy of Final Fantasy. He's like the most popular Final Fantasy character.
Okay, good question. All right, here's a question:
Oh,
don't
God.
we ever see him in 8 or 9, or better yet, 10 with the with fucking Titus?
Because up until, well, actually, 4 got a sequel, but most Final Fantasy games don't get sequels. Every new one is a new iteration. It's not like Zelda where they just have the same character
Hmm.
in every game.
Well, I could say the same thing as well with the Tales of games. Every Tales game seems to be different from the other. Well,
It's just
even
how they make
Tales
them.
of Exillia 2 did not even follow up the first game. Different characters for the sequel.
Yeah, it's just how they do it. It's just a different approach to how they make games.
It's all so weird.
It's not that weird. Man, second, what's going on in your chat?
Some person who calls himself Eric is banning everybody.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, he banned me.
Yeah. I'm taking care of that right now.
Got to deal with his mod Sega camp. I heard Meme Dad said that he was Eric James.
Yeah, what's his username? Do you know?
Eric James Alpha.
What?
Eric James Alpha.
That's Meme Dad?
I think so. That's what he told me.
Oh boy. It's okay though, guys. I took care of Eric. He's finally unmodded.
Finally. Now we can chat in peace without the Nazi mod.
Of course.
Your chat was looking like Fears' chat. So what else is new, Sega Camp?
Well, I did get, I guess I could say though, guys, I did play a new game though on my Twitch streams.
What?
Uh well, for a start though, never did played it though, but it was something that I sort of somewhat had played actually.
So you started a new game, but you never played it, but you sort of did start it or play it.
It was actually made for like another console that I actually played it on, and now I just got it for my Sega Genesis actually.
So what is it?
I was gonna go bring it up right now. Dragon's Fury, which is a Genesis version of Devil's Crush.
Isn't this just a pinball game?
It is supposed to be.
What what happened to Pokemon Pinball? That seemed more your thing.
Well, you think I should play Pokemon Pinball?
I think Pokemon Pinball is pretty fun, but you can play whatever you want. Maybe this is more bit more variety since it's not a Pokemon game.
I wish I could I wish I could get the Rumble Pack to work on that game. It was made for the Game Boy though, and they did make a built-in Rumble Pack into the cartridge. But the only problem is though, can't seem to since no games have used it about the Rumble feature for emulators, it's just not gonna work. I can only imagine though, guys. If we can only imagine.
Dude, I fucking hate Rumble. Turn that shit off.
What?
I said I hate Rumble. I turn that shit off.
Of course, of course. I thought it was cool though, just back then when the game was new. Like, hey, even as well, we can't forget what Nintendo did. Like, after all that, Quinton, they made the Rumble Pack. I'm trying to like hold it just like how the guy would do it in the ad. Just
Yeah, I think I have one of those. Got one of those and the memory pack.
I used to have a memory pack as well back then, but then I lost it when I moved out. I had to buy a new one again when I finally got Rush. With already built it with already games installed on it, and there's no way to erase them.
Hold on, what? With games installed on it? What?
And Callie now is just telling me, play Glover, play Glover. Yeah, Callie, how about you could just take your Glover cartridge and just shove that up your ass?
Some people like that, so you can't.
And Callie, if you don't have one, I'll give you my cartridge. I don't need it anymore, so I'm just gonna take this of Callie and just go. That's why I want to hear Callie scream, just like this is a Callie's ass, and it's just.
Yeah. But I was saying, you really owned him.
But I don't know, guys. Should I still play? Should I still play Glover? Is that still something worth recommending to everybody for me to play again? Every time when I would play it, Quinton, I would make some progress on it, go back to it, and then go back to it a week later, and then the data would be gone, like mysteriously vanished off the laptop for no reason. To be fair, Eric James, while you're unmodded, you're getting a little out of control, banning people left and right here. So I had to put a stop to that. You know another game they want me to play, Quinton?
What?
Conquer.
Yeah, what was your reason for not playing that? You saw stuff on the internet about Conquer?
Yeah, and then of course I remember seeing the Great Big Mighty Pooh, and I'm like thinking, yeah, this is just filthy. Conquer saying curse words, even though they might be censored. I'm like thinking to myself, this is a console for kids. Why would Rare do something like that for the system? Makes no sense.
Well, you are 30 years old now, so you can play those games now. if you want to play those games, you're legally allowed to.
Yeah, I know. I was 18 the moment I joined YouTube back in 2007, guys.
So you think it's a bit too vulgar for you that there's like just a villain about like a big that just crap?
one of the bosses, at least, who sings. Well, yeah, while the boss fight is happening.
What about going back to KOTOR?
This is what you want me to watch. This is what you want me to fight, right, guys? This is what you want me to watch and want me to play. Here he comes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh boy, that's just what I need to listen
Oh
to.
man, now he said the racist word, huh?
Yeah.
Oh jeez, said the N word.
This is what I just saw that I'm like, oh shit. And guess what? That's the next area that we have to go to. Hey, Dad Quinton,
Yeah.
should we watch the most top 10 hilarious deaths ever?
No, I do not think we should. Not right now.
I won't, guys. I won't. Relax. Calm down.
So you just made a joke about shoving Glover up Callie's ass, but you're offended by singing poo?
I just don't know, guys. If I don't sing. Oh, great. Darth is sending me something on Twitter. Oh, boy. Darth, what do you want me to sing, man? I don't see anything in here. You know what, though? Sing this right now, Dance Boy. Dance, you animal, dance. You monster. Could I just come out and say that, Darth, I do sort of wish to do this as an acapella, and along with my will and dearest. He's making me do the ending, the second ending to Inuyasha, guys. The later half of season one, they would have like a different ending instead, but still season one though, completely though. But then when they finally got to season two, they had two different endings for season two. There was one that would play for like the first half of season two, and another one that would play for the later half of it. It just seemed though the creator or company of that just liked to have more endings than there were like twice as many endings as the intros were for every season of Inuyasha.
It's to sell more CDs, make more money off of it.
I
It's pretty
want that
standard.
sword that heals people. Sesshomaru's Tenseiga. I remember that sword too. Nah, sadly though, Sesshomaru would use Tokijin for if he was about fighting somebody. I watched the first episode of the final act, guys, and Sesshomaru loses Tokijin. I heard that he gets himself another sword. Something that's supposed to be kind of like Thor's war Stormbreaker. Just like how Thor got Stormbreaker for Avengers Infinity War, Sesshomaru gets himself a new sword for the later half of the final act, which is pretty cool.
Did Avengers rip off Inuyasha?
No, I don't think so. Like, hey, they were doing this longer. The comic books actually came out way longer, or actually go further back than Inuyasha did.
Yeah, but I don't think the films are totally loyal to the comics, right? Otherwise, everyone would know what already happened in Infinity War and Endgame.
I don't think though. I don't think they were pulling off an Inuyasha when they did the series.
I don't think that Thanos is a Naraku ripoff.
Thanos being Naraku. That's a crazy theory to believe. But let's how about all the other villains that we've seen in the Marvel universe? What did we see besides Thanos?
Loki, right?
I guess Loki could be one for like Avengers.
Um, I don't know. I haven't seen many of those movies, so I'm not too sure.
Uh, well, I remember the first Iron Man movie. We had Jeff Bridges as Obadiah, and eventually Obadiah would eventually become the villain for the first movie. And then right afterwards, I forget who the villain was for the second one. I think we had two villains actually.
It was Mickey Rourke. I know he was one,
And
right?
Sam Rockwell, who also helped it with War Machine as well. But I guess Mickey Rourke would be like the actual villain for that movie.
Yeah, I think I like fell asleep midway because I was really tired, so I never saw like
I
how it ended.
remember people got pissed off at 3 though for the Mandarin reveal, because you know who they had for the Mandarin?
Who?
Ben Kingsley. And then we find out later in the movie though, this guy that's being the Mandarin on the camera is just being an actor for like to act like as the Mandarin.
So he wasn't the real Mandarin. He was a fake Mandarin.
Yeah, that pissed off a lot of people. People must have I could see people walking out of the theaters after hearing about this, just being like, what the fuck did I just come to? I was hoping for a Mandarin reveal with Ben Kingsley, and this is what we get?
Wasn't it the same with like Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins? There were like two Ra's al Ghuls
Wait, what?
in Batman Begins. Wasn't there were like two Ra's al Ghuls? One of them was like One of those Chinese dudes or something.
I know what you're thinking, number one Tommy fan. Yes, there was. Yes, Mandarin is an orange, or the Mandarin Orange, but no, there was a villain who called himself the Mandarin. If you read the comics of my number one Tommy fan, you would have known about the Mandarin right from the comics. He was supposed to be this great big threatening person who also blew up Tony's house, and then we find out later in the movie that's not him. Like they had somebody else being the Mandarin. Who else did we have? I think Doctor Strange was Dormammu, right?
Dude, I don't know. You see? I haven't seen him. But
I know
you have,
you
right?
guys like to give me a lot of shit for using save stating. You know what happened in Doctor Strange? Doctor Strange pulled off a save state thing himself by setting up this infinite loop of time. And right before he battles Dormammu, so every time he shows up, he's like, Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Dad Quentin, we can just pretend you're Dormammu just for now. Don't relax. You don't have to
Oh,
do
okay.
much. He's just like, Dormammu, I've come to bargain. And then right afterwards, he's like, oh, you will die. Then the clock would reset, and then all of a sudden, Doctor Strange would come back, setting up the loop again. And the second time, Dormammu caught on the second time. So, wait, what is this? And he's like, this is the loop of infinite time. We're just stuck in here for eternity. And then, like 50 times, and I'll tell you, you know how many times Doctor Strange must have died?
I don't know.
Like, I think they did edit down, but they did edit the movie though in this ridiculous particular kind of way. But I'm pretty sure Doctor Strange must have died like 50 times, 50 plus times, died so many ridiculous different ways as possible until he eventually made a bargain with Dormammu, and then finally, and the last time he's just like, I want you and your men to get out of here now, and if you do that, I will close the loop. And that's what happened. His guys finally left, and then Doctor Strange closed the loop, and then everybody else got to live peacefully on Earth.
Doctor Strange sounds like a dickhead.
Like, let me see if I can find the scene. Like I said, he pulls off a save state on that during that fight.
Hey, Tommy fan wants you to kick the pole.
Yeah, I'm gonna hurt my foot, guys. There's no way I'm doing that. Like I said, right here, Dad Quinton. I know how much you guys hate me using save stating and all. I better reset this actually, so you guys see about how he sets the loop up. Well, like I said, the moment you watch this, guys, watch what he does. Sets up a loop of infinite time, basically like a save state. If this was this gaming, guys, this would be me setting up a save state. Blown away to pieces, right? That's what they want to do.
Oh man.
And again, and again, and again.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain. You've come to die. Your world is now. What is this? Illusion. No, this is real. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. What are you powers from your dimension, I brought a little power from mine. This is time. Endless looped time. No. Mamamoo, I've come to bargain. You cannot do this forever. Actually, I can. This is how things are now. You and me, trapped in this moment, endlessly. Then you will spend eternity dying. Yes. But everyone on Earth will live. But you will suffer. Pain's an old friend. Mamamoo, I come to bargain. Mamamoo.
I should have said though, someone should keep a death count for this every time when Doctor Strange dies.
You will never win. No. But I can lose. Again. And again. And again. And again forever. That makes you my prisoner. No. Stop. Make this stop. Set me free. No. I've come to bargain. What do you want? Take your zealots from the Earth. End your assault on my world. Never come back. Do it, and I'll break the loop.
Okay, so why the fuck didn't he do that to Thanos?
Why didn't he do that to Thanos?
Why did he just give the stone instead of doing that?
I really don't know. Yeah, that could have been a pretty good tactic. Like rewind the clock back a bit, because I remember Thanos did that when the Mind Stone finally got destroyed on Vision. Right afterwards, Thanos had the Time Stone, and then he just turned back the clock. So then he got his hands on the Mind Stone and just knocked Scarlet Witch out of the way. Or what's that girl supposed to be called?
The Olsen twin? Or is she a twin or one of the other?
I know she's a sister to the Olsen twins.
She's one of the
a
Olsen.
sister to them, but it's not supposed to be one of the Olsen twins at all. Mandarin had power rings in the comic and controlled a dragon. God damn. Sega looks like early George Harrison. I don't know about that, Darth. I'm pretty sure George Harrison didn't have glasses.
Take your glasses off.
What do you think, Darth? I mean, what do you think, Dad Quentin? Do I?
I think you have some better teeth.
I have better teeth?
Yeah. You better keep brushing though, otherwise you need to brush more than like twice a week. Otherwise you will have bad teeth.
He knocked Scarlet Witch up. I'm pretty sure he just duked her out of the way, and then finally he tried to go for the Mind Stone on Vision's forehead.
Yeah, leave the glasses off for the rest of the show.
Why?
Hey, can you slick your hair back too? I want to see what it looks like.
What?
Like, slick your hair back. Like, show your forehead a bit. Wow.
What?
You look so much more mature. You should get some hair gel or something.
I used to have the hair combed up before. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, I do. It was awesome. But you should like slick it back on top of your head or something. Not dazzle it like Fears Man.
Of course. Putting the glasses back on, though. Sorry, number one Tommy fan. I do like to have the glasses off, but I wouldn't be able to see very well without them on. Without them on, even though I'm like sitting right beside two big computer monitors nearby, right by me, side by side. How
Now
do I now? How do I do this? But for a minute, Di Quentin, do I just turn?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I just someone just say to me, "Well, Sega can't. You just turn to look
You,
at the other one."
yeah, you just turn to look at the other monitor. Now you know who you look like with your glasses
That's
off.
exhausting.
You look like
I'm trying to pull off Tony Stark though, because I
Tony
remember
Stark.
Nick Fury had like the 6 computer monitors, and then Tony used to do this. It's like, how does Nick Fury handle these? And then right afterwards, one moved him on the ship just says, "Oh yeah," he just turns his like, he's like, sounds exhausting. That sounds exhausting. Or something like that. I know he says something just like that.
Which movie was this in?
The first Avengers movie, of course. There's a
Ooh.
scene though when they're finally on the airship. The airship finally takes off, and then right afterwards, there's all these little monitors things that Tony Stark is looking at. He's like, "How does this thing turn? How does this thing use all these things?" And then one woman on the ship just says, "Oh yeah," and he turns. And he's like, "That sounds exhausting." If I was a Marvel superhero, guys, Iron Man would be my go-to.
You go to Lay, or you want his powers?
Well, of course so. Well, let's just say the day, Quentin. I am Iron Man.
You are? Or should I just start?
I'm not.
Are you? Is this a press event?
Robert Downey Jr. though did that role justice though. I know right away they'll probably have to like grow just like a mustache for Iron Man.
Oh, Joey says you've had Spider-Man on the show before, right? Yeah. Can you get Spider-Man back in here?
While you're here, send the link to Joey.
Wait, Joey Spider-Man? Joey's not Spider-Man.
May be hard to believe. We can only believe. But
I agree with A-Rock.
Joey actually could send it to Spider-Man. How about that?
Yeah, take some pictures of him. No, the link. He has the link if he wants it.
You seem more like Ant-Man Sega Camp. Oh, you mean I look like Ant-Man? I look like Paul Rudd? Really?
No, you look like Seth Cohen from the OC without your glasses on. Did you ever see the OC?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, you're missing out. The show is the best.
Wonder if they have that show on Netflix now.
Oh, I don't know.
Or unless, of course, do they still air new episodes of recently?
Of the OC? No, the show's been off. That's been
I
like
don't think
10
so.
years.
I think it's been a while now since the show ended, hasn't it?
It's been 15 years, I think, since it ended.
Yeah, really, not my cup of tea. I must have been 15 when they just aired that. I was in high school at the time.
Dude, you love OC. Well, actually, you probably wouldn't. It's really
I think
stupid.
Jay Camp's more of an Aquaman in spirit anyway. Oh, sure, A-Rock. It's been more than 10, I think. Like 15.
Yeah, it started 2003.
You know, they were able to put the whole trilogy of Back to the Future, and I was able to find the Little Rascals and Casper that was done in the 90s on here. They should put that show on here.
Casper?
The OC, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's on Netflix. It's on Hulu, I think.
Oh! Just O.C, right?
Yeah, the OC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Joey.
on here. They put Gilmore Girls on here, though. Yeah! Fucking Gilmore Girls! Wasn't Amanda Bynes in that show?
Yeah, you might like that.
I seen a little bit of it when they aired it on YTV, but didn't really get into it much. I know Chad Michael Murray also starred in this too.
OC is a soap opera for teens. Yeah, that's why it's amazing.
Although then again, it
Marissa
doesn't
shooting
have
Troy.
Amanda Bynes' name in here. It just says Laura Graham, Alexa Beadle, Beidle, Bledel. I don't know. Should I IMDb this shit, guys?
Alexis Bledel.
And Scott Patterson. The hell
Gilmore
is this
Girls?
guy? Is he supposed to be related to Robert Pattinson? Actually, no, that's not right.
Don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Hey, you know what's on Netflix that you should watch? Like an old show? You should watch Lost.
Lost.
Lost is the best show ever. Until like season 5 or 6 or something. But those first 4 seasons are the best.
I don't see something that looks like Amanda Bynes though. Heck, even young Amanda Bynes. I guess I thought she was on the show. I guess not.
Amanda Bynes on Gilmore Girls? I don't think so.
Just okay, all right. They had someone that looked just like her. What am I kidding myself? She had the Amanda show. Who would ever want to have that? They did a movie just a few years ago. Look at the year.
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah, Netflix is throwing money to everyone. Second, what shows did you watch like growing up?
Like maybe this is a TV show. Oh my god, it is. Somebody please kill me now. 4 episodes.
What did you watch growing up though, Sega Camp?
What did I watch growing up? Cartoons.
Like what?
I think by the late 90s, when Teletoon finally aired them in the late 90s, I was watching cartoons on that. Like they had classics on there. They had the old classic Scooby-Doo. They played Yogi Bear, which I remember not watching much of.
What about do you see any?
I remember watching Wacky Racers, and they always had this one evil villain on the show who went by the name Dick Dastardly, who was always more for comic relief. You know what he did?
What?
He would always find some sort of way to sabotage the race, and then at the very end of the race, he would always end up in last.
He was a troll.
Basically.
They were giving you lessons. If you start trolling people, you're gonna end up last in life.
What about classic Flintstones and Jetsons? You ever watched that, Quinton?
I'd watch it on like Cartoon Network and stuff. And they
actually had those aired on. They had those things aired on Teletoon as well. They even had the classic Bugs Bunny and Tweety show And also the Roadrunner show.
Yeah, I didn't like Roadrunner.
Why? Because the coyote was always being a crazy clown.
It's the same shit every
Never
episode.
didn't know when to slow him down.
Yeah, it's the same
Just poor
shit.
little Roadrunner didn't bother anyone, Di Quinton. He was just running down the road, deciding on having fun. And that's the lyrics to the theme song.
You should do a Roadrunner acapella.
I wouldn't mind doing one anyway.
Do the intros to all those shows, like Scooby Doo and Flintstones and Jetsons.
Well, it's after 11 though, but I guess I could quickly do just a quick little version of the Roadrunner show. If you're on a highway, a runner would go beep beep. When will anything can ever run on? That part goes by so fast, I couldn't even keep up with what they were saying.
Maybe you need the music and some lyrics.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now.
Joey says he had a Roadrunner game on the SNES. Did you ever play
Lucky
that?
bastard, Joey. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, Joey, you're so lucky.
Oh yeah, here we go. If you're on a high, if you're on a highway and the roadrunner goes beep beep, jump to the side or you might end up in a heap. Roadrunner runs on the road all day. Even the coyote can't him change his ways. Roadrunner, the coyote's after you. Roadrunner, if he captures you, you through. Roadrunner, the coyote's after you. Roadrunner, if he captures you, you through. That coyote's a really crazy clown. When will it never mow him down? Pour the roadrunner to the brother, and he wanted just running to the road, deciding on having fun. Roadrunner, if he captures you, you through. That coyote is a really crazy clown. I mean, poor little roadrunner never bothers anyone. Just running down the road, deciding of having fun.
Wow,
That's
that was awesome.
just decided to do the version from the outro instead, but that's still pretty good.
Man, what happened to the Hangout toolbox?
It's still here. I see it on my end.
All right, let's see.
Quickly screen share this for a minute, though, just because I do plan to end the show, guys. And I'll put the link in the chat afterwards. So don't bother just trying to, quickly jump in here when I'm just... Don't bother trying to jump in here very quickly, though, guys. But there it is. That right there.
So where's the sound effects and stuff?
I know, they got rid of that. That sucks. I used to like that.
I want to give you an applause for that that acapella. Dude, Callie said it was great.
So I guess now, though, I did share the links. I did finally show the links. So thank you guys for watching. This is the Sega Gamer. Click that button over here to subscribe. Click that button over here to check out the acapella playlist. And as always, guys,
Wait, what button?
subscribe.
What button are you talking about?
See you guys later.
What button?
But, huh.